an opportunity to learn together. Obviously, this is the week number three, which is the DSC days, where developer student clubs try to share their journey and knowledge. Do not forget that you can win an attendance certificate and you can join the weekly challenges. So the developer student club South Mediterranean University is like any other DSC. It's a university group in Google. So from our part, the South Mediterranean on two fields. So engineering. This is did not stop us from like focus on everyone. Like simply, if you want to be part of GSC, you need only to be eager to learn. Today, GSC is in December 19. We have more than 10 partners and 15 events, more than participants. And each event, we have more than 300 unique participants. GSC is a sort of project. So basically, you get inspired, you learn, and then you apply. For each those for each one we have like sort of event. We create a sort of event which basically tech talk is a non-conference that we created that we focus with it to harness the power of technology in business. We focus on tech entrepreneurs and startups. Workshops and try to tackle technical skills and intelligence to even design thinking and trajectory mapping and business model canvas. Competitions are mainly to gather the communities. It's not only about GSCS and communities from different universities. The short GSC SMU is to be part of several and doing GSC have already won like several hackathons. In addition, we try to build projects for SMU, for the campus, for the South Mediterranean universities. In fact, we are currently working on a project to archive data for students and even for professors. And we are also working on transcript boot. In addition to this, our long-term goals are mainly create a tech hub for students, grow the communities, and later build projects for startups. So I cannot emphasize more. It happened of more than 70 different batches. We decide on technicals to collaborate, work together. It's not it's the situation. It's that we need to adapt. So now I let you that will slide more about how can we harness the power of technology to work on to work online.
Hello, guys. I hope everyone is enjoying their quarantine and that you're all safe. I am Faiza Kileni, a DSC board member, and I'll be guiding you through this workshop. Due to the isolation measures we're experiencing, the social distancing that we need to adapt to follow up with our studies, work, and projects. And this is what this workshop is all about. Dear attendees, welcome to the virtual workshop collaboration. I'll start by outlining collaboration traits. Then I'll go through collaboration behaviors. Then I'll be giving you tips to establish your e-learning skills and advices for successful remote working. We'll finish by a Q&A slide, so don't hesitate, post to post your Q&A. Um, sorry, to post your questions on the discussion panel. I'll answer them by the end. So, um, what is collaboration? A collaborative setting involves a group of people working collectively to complete a task or achieve a goal. Collaboration skills enable people to engage with each other productively and efficiently. So now that we've made the collaboration term clear, we'll start by mentioning the key collaborative behaviors. I'll start by commitment and responsibility. First, you need to fully commit yourself to the group effort and workflow. Feel and express honest eagerness. Behave responsibly and respect others. Don't forget that respect is mutual. Next, I'll talk about effective communication, where I suggest that you share problems with the intention toward the solution. Listen effectively and share constructive feedbacks. Next, sharing perspectives. One has to be goal oriented and fosters shared interests and outcomes while promoting diversity. And by sharing perspectives, I'm not excluding the variety of ideas. Instead, you need to implement those different perspectives toward reaching your mutual goals and being your partner idea. You should comply next. Comply with the established practices and procedures in order to earn trust. Be a team player and show your teammates that they can rely on you. Behaviors to avoid. I'll mention controlling, and I'd say that you need to share power instead of taking advantage of it. Social loafing also has to be avoided, and it is when you exert less effort to achieve a goal while working within a group, and you should avoid it because it limits the group productivity. Disrespect. You know that disrespect is not acceptable, and you have to be aware of your words and actions. Avoid disturbing or offending others. If you're seeking to adapt online classes, this is for you guys. The main difference between an online and a regular class is that you're responsible for the study environment. You should treat an online class as a real one. First, commitment and discipline. Consider creating a regular study space and do your best to stay organized, eat healthy, and sleep well. Second, interact and communicate. Communicate regularly with your classmates and instructors during the class during the class and out of it. Avoid to avoid misunderstandings. Emails or other communication tools are good tools to stay in touch. Proficiency. It is important that you familiarize yourself with the technology you will likely encounter on a daily basis. Now, we'll jump into a guide to help you establish your e-learning skills. I'll suggest that you start by building a study plan, and because students generally do better in a structured environment. Identify your personal learning style and adapt to your particular learning habits. Make sure to plan a balanced schedule with different subjects, portion to keep yourself on track. Next, manage your time. Not only scheduling a study plan, you need to stick to it. Managing your time will help you respect your plan, beat deadlines, and achieve your goals. Remember, if it is a routine, it is easy to maintain. Third, be mentally engaged. You've got to develop a sense of self motivation, initiative, and self reliance. After all, you've got to step up and you need to eliminate distractions. And way. Organize your personal space taking into account your comfort needs. Limit social media while studying and take a break whenever you feel like you need one. So the last point, join a study team or create one easy lesson. It is helpful to engage yourself into course-related discussions. You can also use online videos for more detailed explanations, as well as post your questions on blogs such as Quora, for example. My last advice is to accept failure and keep trying. And that's it for this section. Let's move to the professional world. As you know, working from home can be a big transition, and it takes time to get used to it. So be easy on yourself. In this section, I'll provide you with practices to tackle the challenges you may face while working remotely. The first point is to communicate and socialize. Now that your communication will be mainly through writing and video conferencing, it is essential to get straight to the point. Be concise and clear. The more concise you are, the better you hold your colleagues' attention. And the clearer you are, the less room you leave for misinterpretation. I'd also recommend that you follow the same rituals and habits to maintain a good relationship with your coworkers. The second point is to organize is the planification and scheduling. Sorry. Organize your tasks, meetings, and deadlines. And you can use a software planner or a time manager for that. We'll discuss some suggestion after that. You need to track time on your projects to improve the quality of your work and keep yourself accountable. Further, plan for your career development and trainings to expand your skills. The third point is visualization and reflection. And I think that this point is quite interesting and powerful. The mind strongly responds to visual simulations, so creating your visual vision board increases your productivity and keeps you on the right path. A vision board is a tangible representation of the goals you want to achieve, and by creating one, you'll be able to reflect your ideas, thus figuring out the instructions required to meet your objectives. You can create a virtual vision board or a real one. Now that we've finished with the technical part, I'm going to suggest for you some free online softwares, and I think that most of them you've been using. And I'll go for the free video conferencing. I'll say that using Google Hangouts, you can hold video calls with up to 25 participants, while with Zoom, It limits the duration of meetings to 40 minutes with up to 100 participants. For document sharing, OneDrive only handles 20 20,000 individual files. For note taking, Evernote's features are to share notes with friends or colleagues, capture inspiration and attach PDF files while searching and browsing the internet. And as I said before, you need to manage your time and keep track on the advancement and progress you have on your project. For that, I suggest that you use Trello. For your time management, you can use Google Calendar. Britix also is a good tool for that. And for the being mostly with the remote working, I suggest that you bring a lot of interest, and it can be also good that you use it for your personal use, not only for work or for your studies. Now we'll be talking about some online learning and training platforms. Um, we have Harvard University offering a package of free source courses on the edX platform, such as mobile app and game development, web development, and many other topics. We have General Assembly. They're implementing a Dash program course to learn the basics of web development through a very interesting way, and it's easy and it's interactive. We also have P2P, which is peer-to-peer university, and it is an online open learning community that allows you to organize and participate in courses. HubSpot is also a good training platform, which is offering a free official learning resources to the HubSpot software, and MIT open sourceware is also good. Thank you for your attention, and I'll be ready for your questions. I think no questions here, but I'll still mention something about the quick labs. Um, there is a competition um, of finishing like on the platform, and you'll have a link at the beginning of these slides where you can submit registration, and they will follow up with you and give you a monthly subscription, which is free, obviously. And you can like access any quest you want to work on. And if you achieve 5 quests before the end of July, you'll be able to get a box gift, I think, and it's only available for the first 200 winners. So I'll go back to the Q&A slide, and I'll be waiting for your questions.
So basically, one of the one of the tell more about the project done with DSC. So, so yes, so basically there are that we are trying to do as a club to help other stuff. So as an example, it's so the platform that we are trying to develop now, it's a platform to help people to archive data, see all the exams that have been in SMU. So basically, we are trying to not only build the platform but also to gather the data, which is mainly to find all the exams that are all the exams, to also work more about to also to work on like building more like how like to find tutors. Even on this platform you can find tutors, and you can find also students recommending pass this watch shorts, etc. So one of the other questions, are you planning to organize any other online workshops? So basically yes. So one of the workshops that we are trying to work, it's mainly for like uh, how to build how to build like more technical stuff. So we are focusing on making more online workshops on technical stuff. You can already like check what's done already by MENA Digital Days. All all what's done by MENA Digital Days. We have already done the machine learning week, and still other like challenges that we are trying to work, like Flutter, Kotlin, etc. Uh, uh, is the remote collaboration an obligation now? Faiza can more answer about this question. For me, it's yes, of course. Faiza. Is an obligation. So we cannot directly win any remote. As an example, today you cannot meet your like your club. You cannot meet you cannot meet your team members or like colleagues. So basically, it's a need today to go on Slack, to go on Microsoft Teams, or to like to do a call and to work effectively to like to plan your events. Today, like more of the events are done uh, online for the situation, etc. Plan for this collaboration can be done by all the tools that we have said, that Faiz said already: Slack, Hangout, Microsoft Teams, uh, Google Meet, etc.
So, hello again, guys. I think that I'll go back to these online tools and I'll mention again some suggestion for you. For example, as a team or just a club, I suggest that you use Google Hangouts. It's easy to use for your chat, for your video conferencing. You can also like manage your progress using Trello. also as a student or as a remote worker? I think that was one of the questions. And and also for the question, how to be a lead. I'd say some points about it, and then I'll ask Khalil to talk about his own experience. So, to be a lead is to communicate collaboratively with your uh, team. If you're a lead for a team or your group or club or within work or for a project, you have to collaborate with your teammates. You need to consider the collaborative behaviors I've mentioned at the beginning of this workshop. DSC lead, sorry. And it applies for a DSC lead or any lead. So I'll just mention the behaviors another time and then I'll give my words to Khalid. So first, you need to commit yourself to the work as any of the team members. Second, you need to share your perspectives. You need mutual thinking within the team. Third, I think that you need to earn the trust of your team to make them rely on you. Um, and fourth and last, I'll say that you can uh, share constructive feedback, listen effectively for their ideas, and um, as our lead, I think that you need to be ready to try the ideas of your team members. So I'll leave Khalil talking about this more in details.
So basically, to be one of the leads of the GSCs, uh, you can see it's already like shared before. So basically, you can click the link and you can apply. So basically, the story behind GSCSMU have been like have came thanks to this link. So basically, you can apply through this link and you can link and then you will find you will do so basically
So as we keep waiting for your questions, I strongly suggest that you use the tools we provided you for during this workshop. I suggest that you look for a training that is suitable for you. If you're like quarantined and if you're not experiencing an online class, it would be also great that you do some introductory courses like for the application development, mobile application development, sorry, game development, web development also. And I've already shared with you some resources for that. And we're still waiting for your questions. So there are no more questions. I think that everything is good, everything is clear. I hope that you've enjoyed the workshop and see you in the next occasion. Thank you, everyone. The speakers were Khalil Liouane, our DSC SMU lead, and Faiza Kileni, DSC SMU board. Enjoy your quarantine and stay safe.